All right, here we go, everybody. We've got ourselves a fresh series coming at you with significant implications. Spawning up at the top left for the Freaks, it is TY in the red. And his opponent spawning down in the bottom right. In the blue, it is Cyan, the Chinese Protoss player. And I said it has significant implications. This is an open Korea Server Qualifier for IEM Katowice 2024, a $500,000 24-player tournament. It's a lot to digest, but the winner of this makes it into the Closed Qualifier in the Asian region. Now, that Closed Qualifier will be taking place tomorrow, and the top 8 of this qualifier, once again, this is a qualifying match. It is a single elimination qualifier. Make it in and join 8 other players that performed very well in the region. And then from that, they will play a double elimination closed qualifier where the top 8 from those 16 total players will make it through into the IEM Katowice, not World Championship, but tournament. All right, that's a little interesting interaction right there. Probe manages to get the zap on the Marine. That is not something you want to allow as the Terran. Bit of a mistake right there from TY, not microing that Marine at the very end. Maybe focusing on this SCV on the other side of the map. He will see that it is a gate cybernetics core. Interesting that TY elects to go for the scout here. I suppose as he did forego the early Reaper, wanted to make sure that he wasn't getting proxied. You can theoretically micro your way through it, but it's a little bit tough. Ooh, the Adept should shade forward. Should be able to kill this SCV, I think. It would have to shade forward again, so maybe not. Cyan probably looking for that SCV. Oh, he actually shades right into the Marines. Does snipe down that one Marine from earlier that was zapped by the probe. But TY going to be able to get a lot of damage on this Adept. Very strange to shade into it. I feel like that might have been a misclick. Meanwhile, looks like Cyan, concerned about the potential of Armory Widow Mines, is going to be going very quick Robo. Unless he wants to go for a Colossus drop or a Disruptor drop himself, that's the only thing that really makes sense. Cyan is, by the way, one of the better Chinese players in the world. I would say most people would probably put him at at worst 4th, at best 2nd or 3rd. I think obviously it's Oliveira. For me, then 2nd falls to Firefly. But then Cyan picks up that 3rd spot in my mind. I do think Jieshi is a very good player as well. And I think on any given Sunday, they can, go toe-to-toe with whomever. This is a little bit strange. We're going to see a robotics facility starting up the Immortal right after the Observer. Very quick chrono boost. No robotics bay, nothing like that. He sees the Tech Lab factory. I wonder if he's expecting a quick tank push. TY is grabbing an early Liberator. It's going to be really interesting to see what he actually does here. 2nd Immortal as well. Cyan. Yeah, he's really worried about this push, and there is going to be a little bit of a push coming out. I have to assume Cyan has done a little bit of studying on TY and has seen this. TY, by the way, getting brutally supply blocked at 62. Cutting into SCV production and follow-up reinforcements. Ooh, that is a bit of a messy shade. He does find the army, but losing an early unit like this, I mean, it's not exactly ideal. It does let him know where his opponent's army is so he can pull all the units to the front. Where is the Liberator? It is going to come into the main base, and that will draw the Stalkers back out of position. Guardian Shield, though, is enough to push this army away. Liberator going to be able to pick off quite a few probes here, and will get a Stalker as well. 3 probes and the Stalker. That ain't bad. Oh, and looks like he turned back around, was able to grab a Sentry as well. Still, Cyan did push back what was a Not super dedicated, but a little bit dedicated push. Oh, where did this tank go? A little bit of a miss rally, but TY will pull it back. Cyan didn't build a third base during all this, so... And his tech is not the greatest either. I think this game is pretty even because TY delayed his tech, but so too did Cyan. And Cyan took a little bit of damage. TY saved both of his siege tanks, didn't lose either of those, which is pretty nice. The Immortal drop, though, oh, if he goes on the high ground, he could snipe that tank, and he will be able to grab it. That's a very nice pickoff. And, oh, can he kill the command center? Yes, he can. Almost got the Cyclone as well. That was no cancel on the command center. Now, I think I love Cyan's position. He's warping in quite a few gateways right here. Oh, man, if this Immortal drop... Well, for sure, it's going to get another cancel on this command center. Yeah, there we go. And he's going to grab the reactor as well. That is really, really nice. Oh, and he will get that Cyclone. Almost gets a Marauder as well. I think he targeted that manually. Meanwhile, other side of the map, there is a Liberator. Number 2 coming on in. Oh, look at that. He's going to be targeting down probes manually. Nice job. 7 probes do go down. A lot of lost mining time. Oh, but on the other side of the map, another siege tank getting picked off. And Cyan is finding great value with this Immortal drop. 7 probes is a lot, but so is a tank, a Cyclone, a killed third command center, a canceled third command center, and a couple Marines. Oh, and a big stim coming on in. Oh, interception? No. Cyan did not move this away. That was a nice little ambush attempt, though, from TY. Third command center coming in on location. Can you get that Marauder? Not quite. Okay, we got a recall now. The risk of a Viking is way too high. Oh, okay, he wants to go, though. He wants to go with the big charge lot setup that he's got. TY will pull back, and you know what? With him lifting everything up, he's going to have to cancel this command center again. Drop in the main base, and the Zealot warp in will allow TY's Immortals to go to town. He might be able to deny combat shields, which would actually be really, really nice, and he will get it. Oh, that... Oh, my God. The War Prism is in so much trouble. Force Field on the ramp, though. Cyan with the multi-prong. TY going to drag and drop back to the natural. But here comes the War Prism plus another 2 Immortals coming back into the natural. Force Field on the ramp would be good here. Keeping the rest of the army out. Cyan not able to save that 1 Immortal, but the Zealots are going to town. Nice positioning from TY, but he's losing so many SCVs. A scrappy game number 1, but Immortal Gateway Man is going to get it done. Cyan coming in with destructive force, making the Protoss units sing. And even though he's going to potentially get cleaned up, even if he does, it's nowhere near close enough to mattering. And Cyan takes game 1. All right, here we go. Game number 2. Spawning down in the bottom left, it is TY. In the red. And with the double Immortal drop that just popped off super hard, it is Cyan. In the blue. Just want to double check what team Cyan is on, because I believe he recently changed teams. I believe he was recently picked up by another team. Yes, he is a part of Mystery Gaming now. Okay. Mystery Gaming Cyan versus the Freaks TY. TY, the strategic mastermind, but not having the easiest time of things. Will be a gate nexus, by the way, out of Cyan. I do like the little wall setup he's got here. Oh, that's going to give... that's not going to give the most area, because... Actually, hang on. Can you... Yeah, I guess you can put a tech building right here, but that's about it. We'll see where he puts the second pylon. Will be an SCV scout coming in from TY and Cyan. Oh, he's going to get deflected from the natural, seeing that Marine first. TY should be able to tell from the timing that it's Gate Nexus. He didn't actually... Okay, well, he sees the gateway not active, so... Yeah, that's about as much information as you possibly need. How did the probe just get past? Oh my god, he's going to steal the gas. That is cute as heck. And because there's a tech lab... Why is there a tech lab? It's a Marauder opening, yeah, but... okay? I mean... Huh. We're going to let the gas finish, because why not? Other side of the map, the sentry trying to chase down the SCV. The SCV could have just walked away. There's not enough DPS in the sentry to chase it down. But it stuck around. A little bit of a mistake right there. We need to see a shield battery for sure. Having seen the quick tech lab, the only... yeah, he knows it's a tech lab. No shield battery is a little bit dangerous, but there is a very quick Stargate. Oh, he's going Phoenix, though, not... Okay, he sees the Marauder. Now he starts the shield battery. It's late, though. It is quite late, and Concussive Shells is done. There's only one Marauder, but this can still get a little dangerous because there's no shield battery. There is the Concussive Shell slow coming on through. Nice target fire on the probes here from TY. Going to be able to grab 3 probes. And the Hellion, number 2, getting some good work done on the second wave of probes. Oh, nice micro from TY. Cyan, if he had had the shield battery when he should have, this would have been a trivial as hell attack. Oh my god, that Marauder. Oh, look at it kiting the sentry. Now the Stalker finally shows up. Cyan popping battery overcharge. Not the best target fire on the units here. But as the Phoenix number 2 shows up, it's going to be able to get the lift that it needs. Okay, yeah, Cyan will still push this back. He is supply blocked at 46. Battery overcharge was already used. Force field not going to be very effective. That Stalker is going to end up going down. It felt like that died in slow motion. Cyan, literally, there was nothing he could do at the very end there. Now, the gas is still stolen. It has obviously not been cleaned up here. TY behind this. Double reactor. Is he going to... Okay, he's just going to pump Marines. Yeah, what the... Hellion at the third base. For some reason, there's an SCV here. I don't know if he was planning to build a bunker or what. Marauders probably going to get chased down here. Yeah, there's energy now for a lift. These are pretty high-value pickoffs. Like, may as well go for them. Oh, he's got to be careful of the Widow Mine. He drops it. That's the right call. It needed another 2 volleys, I think. That is painful to have to drop it, but it is the right call. The mature call. I'm really confused by this double reactor setup. Like, this is very strange. Third command center on location, by the way. Ooh, hallucination going to bait out the mine. That's very nice. And with no armory, of course, that's going to get taken down easily. Cyan able to grab the SCV. Good move and scoot with these Phoenixes. Not enough energy. Oh, no, there was enough energy for the lift. Just barely before the turret completes. And he's actually delayed this command center significantly. Cyan is playing very nicely. Another SCV going to go down on the natural. Still no finish on that missile turret. Finally will come in. Cyan doesn't have the energy this time. So we won't be able to delay the command center anymore. He does have his own third Nexus done, and he's already up 11 workers. And it is going to be, it looks like, Phoenix charge. But we've already got the first Colossus on the way. Oh, bad rally on that Phoenix. Does get intercepted, and I think he lost... Oh, he lost 2 Phoenixes. Ooh, TY does have a pretty big army. No medevacs. And no starport, even. It's actually just starting. Yeah, even Stalkers without Blink can actually do pretty well because it's been so Marine-focused. I wonder if he was hoping to bait his opponent into charge again and being like, haha, I have Mass Marine this time. But the Colossus, they're going to be out very shortly. And the Stalkers are going to do a good job of buying time. Once that Colossus pops, TY's army needs to get the hell out of here, because it now becomes a liability. Oh, there's that stim coming on in. TY going to try and spread out and dive in on top of the Colossus. Guardian Shield's going to be pretty handy here. Is there enough bio? The answer is no. That Immortal going to town. Big Daddy Immortal taking down all the Cyclones, and TY's army gets absolutely shredded. I said it was a liability. I did not think it was this much of a liability. That was a crushing victory for Cyan. Normally, we look at this when we say Stalkers and Phoenixes going down and a Sentry. Those are high-value Protoss units. But in the face of all the Terran lost, does not even matter. Cyan comes out of this massively ahead. And the main gas still hasn't been taken down. Still has not been taken down. And in fact, it regenerated shields somehow. It's obviously going to die now. TY, I really don't know what the plan is from here on out. Cyan's already got charge done. Extended Thermal Lance is late, but he's going to have 3 Colossus. Could even go up to 4. Because the starport is so late, it would not be unreasonable for him to go for more Colossi and force his opponent to keep building Vikings. And then just as... Well, he's not getting Blink. That's the one thing I'll say. And Cyan should be getting Blink. He's actually trying to rebuild Phoenixes as his anti-Viking setup. He does have a minimal amount of anti-air. And TY's done a good job of climbing back up in terms of supply. But his army just doesn't deal with Colossus particularly well. Only 5 Marauders, 4 Vikings, yes. But, I mean, the main thing that's going for TY is 1, the upgrades. And 2, the fact that there's no extended thermal lance yet. Marauders are going to move forward. Oh, we're going to see just a recall. And he doesn't even save the Colossus. Cyan, yeah, he was moving out just before his timing. Ay, that was... I think he might have thought he was further ahead than he was. And to be fair, I kind of was thinking the same thing. But he still should have waited for, you know, extended thermal lance, +1 weapons, the Warp Prism, the 3rd Colossus. Going before all of those things ends up losing him a pretty important unit and forcing the recall. Now, good job from TY to get, or from Cyan to get out of there right away. That was the correct call. TY, cute little missile turret on the bottom side. Could intercept this War Prism. I still think I like Cyan's position, by the way, especially with the 2-1 upgrades on the way. But TY coming, I would say, kind of coming back in a game that felt maybe not completely over, but it felt like he was in a really good position. Ooh, Zealot run-bys, though, are going to be very good here. Can this War Prism get the warp in? No, it will get denied. Missile turret doing enough damage to clean this up. 6 SCVs do go down. And that missile turret was cleaned up on the bottom side. So the next follow-up War Prism from Cyan could potentially get through. The other thing to note is that Cyan's economy is roaring. 83 workers. Once again, he's on now triple robo. 9 gates. I do love this setup for Cyan going into the later stages of the game. And he's also getting the gold base and DT blink. Yeah, Cyan's doing all the right infrastructure things. For TY, he is getting into that +1 ship weapons and Ghost, and he's on double starport, so the potential Liberator transition that could come in could be very big. Now, Cyan actually got caught very out of position, but TY didn't move in there. And that's going to allow the Nexus to finish, 2-1 upgrades, blink, and now, because the Nexus is finished and all the static defense, battery overcharge will be available if they fight around it. EMPs, not the greatest. Vikings do get some good chip damage, but the Phoenix count is enough to kind of drive them back. We're going to see the fight getting taken. This looks pretty good for Cyan. Disruptor Shot got a couple of units. There's not a lot of frontline for Cyan. Actually, hold the phone. He is getting kind of cooked here. Zealots need to get in front, but once they do, it should be fine. So that was a weird engagement pattern from both players. It felt like Cyan fought when he shouldn't have, and then disengaged when he could have actually re-engaged. And now that's going to open up the doors a little bit for TY to get a little something. 9 probes going down at the gold base, but Cyan able to clear up a couple Vikings. 3-2 is on the way for Cyan. It is 2-2 for TY. There's that +3 weapons. Yeah, that was a really weird engagement. I feel like Cyan overestimated his army initially and then underestimated it on the tail end. 3 disruptors at a time is big money. That is difficult to deal with. 9 Vikings on the field as well. But we do see 4 Liberators coming on in. No +2 weapons, though. That is such a huge power spike for them. And not having it does mean that this transition is not as strong. Cyan using the position of the Watchtower against TY a little bit. The bio does get bottled up a little bit around the physical Xel'Naga Tower itself. And this little choke position on Alcyone. But controlling the vision is obviously very good. Disruptor shot. Oh, Cyan kind of dodges it himself. Liberators are going to show up, but they're a little bit late. Somehow there's a full medevac here. Vikings are going to help out a lot, and the redrop is going to be good. A very messy engagement from both sides, but it looks like Cyan will come out slightly better off for it. TY, his medevac count is not high. Okay, TY does load up. Ooh, Cyan caught the tail end of that medevac drop. And he should be able to blink on the backside. Yeah, there we go. Going to be able to grab 1 Liberator. Second one will eventually go down. TY not trying to come in from the back with his bio. Cyan kind of getting a bit of a free cleanup, I would say. Oh. Oh, that was actually fortunate for TY. Cyan targeted the least populated medevac. Or there was only 1 unit inside at any rate. Regardless, yeah, very scrappy, messy game. Cyan does hold the gold. Oh my god, that is so many Zealots going to the bottom side. But it does get spotted by this factory that's been there the whole time. Cyan, I mean, it's good to draw the army to the side, and actually he could re-engage there for a moment. Ooh, if he can pincer this army, that would be really nice. Blinks forward, grabs the bunker. Disruptor shots coming in on the army in the back. Will mostly get dodged, but it's still going to be them getting pushed into the Zealots. Medevac's going to get targeted down. Cyan will be able to take this one down. It was a scrappy, messy game, but the execution is going to be good. Now, on the other side of the map, we do see the drop is going to get absolutely walloped, molly-walloped. Molly-whopped? I don't know. It gets destroyed by Blink DTs, battery overcharge, and the Stalkers in position. TY was obviously trying to survive at home, wasn't able to do so, and Cyan takes game number 2. All right, here we go for game 3 of this best of 5. Spawning up at the top right, it is TY in the red. And his opponent spawning down on the bottom left, it is Cyan for Mystery Gaming. Cyan's been playing really well. Obviously a few missteps and maybe a small misread on the engagement in the middle. But it is difficult to make those little micro decisions. I'm so used to Max Packs and Hero reading engagements like perfectly. Really, I would say Max Packs more so. Reading engagements perfectly. No, Hero's very good at it too. And, you know, players like Showtime as well. But Cyan still played that out very well. And he definitely is playing better in general this series. TY, it was good of him to make a game out of game 2. But, like, especially after that first push kind of got its ass handed to it, for lack of a better term. But still. Now, once again, this is the qualifying match for IEM Katowice Asia server closed qualifiers. So by winning this match, if Cyan manages to take this 3-0, he makes it into the closed qualifier. This is a single elimination bracket to make it into the closed qualifier, but the closed qualifiers, which will take place tomorrow, will be double elimination. So those are going to be the big ones that we'll be watching for. Those are going to be some very important matches. This is obviously still a very important match as well, because I do think Cyan is the kind of player that can absolutely qualify through on a good day. And TY, funnily enough, if he makes it through, I would say the more dangerous period is probably this one. Because if you give TY prep time, he is a pretty strong opponent. But without it, he does struggle a fair bit. TY is the quintessential GSL player, where if you give him 2 weeks to figure out a specific opponent that he's against, he'll do very well. But in a non-preparation format, weekend tournament style, he is not the deadliest opponent. But also, I think players just in general are a lot better these days. I just missed a whole Adept harass, and TY dealt with it without losing anything. Did take some damage on a mule. Might have been a little bit of lost mining time, but not the biggest of deals. Meanwhile, Hellions on the other side of the map are going to get deflected here. It is going to be quite a few Cyclones coming out of TY. And a fast third command center off of this. Okay. 1 gas, quad Cyclone opener. You can put on pressure with those Cyclones. You can put on quite a bit of pressure, and he's actually going to be able to isolate this one Stalker. There is a shield battery, but how much else is there? There's only 2 Stalkers, and this is going to be very dangerous here for Cyan. He's going to have to pop battery overcharge pretty quickly. TY, hello? Is there even battery overcharge? There's no energy. Is TY going to accidentally win the game with these Cyclones? Battery overcharge gets popped, but all the units are dead. Oh, can he get the... Okay, he does get the warp in now, which means this one Stalker will survive. Okay. He does not accidentally win the game. The Stalker warp-ins were enough. That looked really bad for about 5 seconds. I was thinking about the 2 rallied Cyclones as well. Wait a minute. Why do these Cyclones have damage on them? Was there a counterattacking Stalker that I missed? Why do these 2 Cyclones have damage? I think I'm out of my skull. Blink is done now. And now the tables kind of flip. Tables kind of turn. There are 2 Marauders here. Ooh, nice snipe on the SCV building the bunker. He wants that Cyclone, and he will get it. Oh, almost great micro from Cyan. Still good micro, but he almost got away without losing any Stalkers. Still getting a Cyclone and a... a Cyclone and an SCV for a Stalker that's a good trade. Oh, and he also got a Marine too. Yeah, Cyclones cost the same as Stalkers now. That is weird to think of. I have to reframe what the Cyclone is. It's a Stalker now. That is interesting. TY did delay his starport significantly, got all 5 barracks first. And if he's going triple tech lab, which he should be, he's going to be able to get stim, combat shields, and concussive shells all at the same time. But stim is already basically done, so that's kind of a moot point. But it will mean his combat shields and concussive shells can all be online by the time he goes for a concerted push. However, he is not going 3 tech lab. He is going 3 reactor. TY very much playing outside the box. Usually we see the Terran players going for 3 reactor, 2 tech lab. Oh, Cyan getting into the main base once again. Oh, can he get that siege tank? Almost. One more Stalker or a mortal shot would have gotten the kill there. And now we see the 3rd command center. It's in a lot of trouble. Is it going to go down? If he blinks it on top of it, he might get it. Go, blink, blink. He's not going to be able to get it now. That was really close to going down. It's still burning. It drops to 100 HP, 101 by the time the SCV actually reaches it. Even a couple more Stalker shots, And that command center goes down. TY looking very shaky. We're going to be seeing a Templar Archives. Already 8 gates on the field, 9th being produced, and double forge. Charge and blink are done. TY. Oh, going to force these stalkers back. Cyclone barely not going down. Command center is still on fire. He actually didn't repair it all the way up. TY is, oh, he's going to be able to find a couple of stalkers, but... Wait, what is this? Ah, it's just a Warp Prism drop with a couple zealots. 1-1 in Storm at the same time is something that's kind of weird to see. Oh, Medevac somehow getting sniped. Ooh, recall. Can he save these stalkers? Only saves 2 of them. Cyan kind of getting... making a couple of questionable moves here. It feels like he's really just trying to out-multitask his opponent. And, yeah. To be fair, TY seems to be struggling. But it also seems like this is potentially going to give him a little bit of momentum in this series. Now, oh man, yeah, TY is... Okay, there it is. There it is. SCV pull. But SCV pull into Storm. I mean, it's a 40 army supply advantage. But this is like the worst case scenario. He scanned his opponent's Templar Archives and still elects to pull the boys. And there's not even that many Marauders. Ghosts. Okay, 1 EMP is going to come on in. Ooh, Storm. No, the EMP is huge. And that's going to allow TY to take this one down. There's about to be another Storm. Well, there's about to be a Storm. And it's a big one, but it's nowhere near enough. 79 army supply to 4. And TY puts one on the board in one of the weirder series I've seen. Well done from TY. All right, here we go for game number 4. Spawning up in the top right. It is TY in the red. And his opponent spawning down in the bottom left. It is Mystery Gaming's Cyan in the blue. Now, as soon as I saw the vetoes for this series and I saw Radhusit, one of the biggest maps we've had in StarCraft 2 in a very long time, I was a little bit excited to see what TY might bust out on this map. And I gotta say, I'm really glad we've gotten to this one. Really glad we've gotten to this one. Because this is a map where we could absolutely see TY going mech. I'm not saying we're going to, but I think there is a very decent chance. And if he does, will Cyan be able to deal with it? That is the question. Now, the way Cyan's been playing, heavy gateway and very early charge, you can oftentimes get a lot done versus early mech type openers. But we will see. We will see if TY elects to go for that here or if it's going to be something else. TY looking around, saying, hey, you got anything over on this right side? No. He hasn't scouted his opponent's side of the map yet. Cyan does go for the gate nexus once again, so a little bit of economic greed. Kind of the name of the game from Cyan in terms of the openers. He's gone gate nexus, I think, 3 of the 4 games now. And he's also opened up early sentry in at least 2 of them. There'll be a quick Twilight Council opener as well. TY, is this a proxy? It's got to be. This has got to be proxy starport, right? Hang on. Okay, normally I think this was proxy Hellion drop. Is this going to be proxy BC? It could just be proxy Liberator. It also could be nothing. Wait, is he going to proxy a fusion core then? Oh, I'm very curious about this. Cyan does have this early sentry and will have a quick hallucination. It's going to be a hallucinated oracle, which is very cute. See if TY freaks out and thinks that this is something that it's not. It could be hidden armory, actually, for a fast cloaked Widowmine play. No. But you wouldn't. You would already have built the armory. It is proxy fusion core. Yeah. You would build it when the factory's done. Oh my goodness. There's the tech lab coming on in. Double tech lab makes you think it's just going to be standard fast siege tank, fast Raven. Nope. It's going to be BCs, baby. BCs. And we know it's going to be BCs because if it was just going to be Liberator range, you wouldn't need to build the tech lab. You might build it as a bluff, so it still even could be. But no, it's going to be BCs. It is going to be BCs. Oh my goodness. Proxy Fusion Core beating Grandmasters with stupid stuff. That would be amazing. And there it is. There's the Cattle Bruiser itself. TY, no third and fourth gas just yet. He, of course, can start mining out to take that pocket base. Cyan has done that already, and we'll start to mine out these minerals. Does take a little bit of time. A little bit of time to mine out the minerals. 10 minerals a trip. Oh, is he actually just going to mine out everything? Or is he actually looking to carve a path to the gold base, just one little choke position? Oh, man, this is awesome. This is awesome from TY. The thing is, this could still go into mech. 2 more gases coming on in. We've got siege tanks. Hallucination Scout hasn't seen a Raven yet. Oh, does he see the BC pop out? That is really important. Oh, he saw it for a split second. But I don't think he saw it. Scan comes down, sees there's nothing in the natural to blink into the main base. Cyan's like, oh my god, it's Cattle Bruisers. And already 2 of these probes getting taken down. Blink is done. Ooh, can he get a stalker right here? No, nice save right there. How many probes fall? Just the third. He can get this one stalker. He will get it, but he's going to lose the BC. It's gone. He stayed a little bit too long, and the build is a disaster for TY. 3 probes is not enough for the loss of the BC. If he keeps it alive, that's fine. It is totally fine. But he just barely can't get out. Losing that BC is catastrophic. And it is going to be mech from TY. Now, any other map, almost any other map, you might be able to just run across the map and kill them. But on Red Huset, I'm not so sure. Now, charge is going to be done. Only 3 gateways at the moment. Oh, rocks are going to get taken down. Damn. The Immortals just kill everything. BC going to teleport through to the bottom. There's the blink forward. This time, there's not enough stalkers. And actually, a sentry getting sniped. Okay. I think that was a probe. Yeah, probe and a sentry. But here comes the gold base from Cyan. He's playing into Colossus +1 weapons. We do have more BC being produced, and that makes sense since he's getting Yamato cannon. Did he? Oh, spots it. I think he might have canceled Yamato cannon and restarted it. Zealot did spot this hidden tech structure.
That mineral field's gone.
Will TY get to build a 4th BC? Well, technically, let's just call it a 3rd. Getting back up to 3 BCs. Probably. Will he get up to Yamato? Good question. Cyan not actually sending over enough to kill this yet. 1 Zealot coming up now. I'm surprised he's not sending more. This is actually going to be a little bit close. I think he denies the Yamato cannon, though. He will start up the next BC. Oh, he's going to blink to the top side. He wants to defend this Yamato cannon, and he will be able to save it. Okay, with it only being 1 Zealot, I actually don't mind that. It could have been a bait, but it's not going to be. We do have the fusion core being rebuilt. TY getting it a +1 vehicle weapons. We do have 2-1 on the ground upgrades for Cyan. Scan comes in from TY, sees that it's double forge. Does he know about the gold base yet is the question. The answer is not yet. We're going to be up to 5 factories very shortly for TY. And a 4th command center is on the way. We've got a ton of missile turrets as well. TY is really battening down the hatches. I actually think he needs more missile turrets on this left side. He's already up at 78 SCVs. Oh, where are these trying to go? They're rallied somewhere. Oh. Okay. Somehow he rallied all of his command centers to the top. TY will see that these rocks are being taken down, and he actually started a mine out of these rocks. Scan comes in. Got to be a little bit careful. Do we see a blink forward? Don't do it. Don't do it. That's 3 BCs. You do not want to be messing with that. Even with 2-1 upgrades on the Stalkers, that's not even close to enough Stalkers. Not if you're the one blinking into them. And you have to assume TY has more behind it. Does Cyan even know that it's mech yet? Yes. Yes, he does. He's seen the factories. Okay. He isn't really playing as though it's mech. Not going mass robotics facility. He's getting Warp Prism speed, but I don't know. Oh, these tanks do need to siege. TY needs to siege these tanks. He sees his opponent's army with the sensor tower. Why? Oh my god, he's got to siege these tanks, for the love of God. He's got Hellbats in a good position and a tank in a bunker at the back. We're going to see an aggressive move. The tanks are just now sieging super late. The Colossus, they will get Yamato down. Even though the tanks go down, TY does clean up. Oh, actually, he didn't kill all the tanks. He got 3, I think. 3 tanks and a bunch of Hellbats for 3 Colossus and a couple of Zealots. I think I like that for TY. Well, that's a lot of Stalkers, though, on this right side. Planetary Fortress is going to be tough to crack. The force field misses badly, and I'm liking this very much for TY. It's just Mass Bling Stalker against Siege Tank Planetary BC. Cyan does kill 15 SCVs, but TY's got 79 workers. Those are very replaceable, and they're already basically being replaced. Yeah, I think I like TY's position very much. Now, Cyan is adding on 2 more Stargates. What I was going to say is I want to see a fleet beacon. I want to see a mothership for the aggressive recall potential. But Tempests are also going to do the job. Now, it is important to note there's no upgrades for these BCs. So even though the BC count is getting a little bit scary, ooh, that's a lot of damage on these Stalkers. Oh, a big link forward on the other side. Okay, I think we got to teleport the BCs over here to protect this. SCVs are going to start to fall. Oh, big blink forward will grab 1 tank. And the Widowmine bunker going to fall as well. Very nice little hit squad from Cyan. And he's got the other army on the other side. Oh, a lot of tanks going to go down here. Cyan is doing great work with these Stalkers. It is 2-2 Stalkers versus 1-0 tanks. Planetary on the right side will hold. Is there room for a command center here? No, he'd have to mine out all the minerals. Oh, I was going to say another planetary here would actually be really good in the back. This is proving to be a very vulnerable spot for TY. And Cyan is taking so many bases. He's going up to 6 bases, saturating this one, transferring a bunch of probes over. I do like Cyan's positions now. TY does not feel secure on his 4 bases yet. Oh, TY was looking to move out. Oh. Oh, no.
Game paused.
Hopefully everything's okay. Cyan is doing a really good job right now. He's building a bank, too. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. Badly doop. TY with the world's latest response.
Game resumed.
We are going to see the Thors being added in now from TvP. Cyan is doing pretty well. He's going to go for the attack at the front. I don't know about this. That is a very wasteful attack from Cyan. He is going to warp in 12 more Stalkers. Loses all the Zealots, but attacking into a bunch of siege tanks. Okay, TY, we gotta siege up. What are we doing? Siege! Please. His tanks are all in siege, but I guess he wants to go for the fight. He will be able to get some good... That's the first time the BCs have done that. Yamatos. Oh, these Tempests are having some trouble. War Prism will not go down. Still no upgrades for the air. It is on the way now. 1-2 upgrades. TY does have +2 vehicle weapons already. Cyan, a little bit of a wasteful attack. You wonder if maybe the ping that he just experienced kind of got to him a little bit. A little bit of a disconnect coming in. Cyan. Oh, man, he blinks forward, takes down these bunkers again. He's doing a really good job with these Stalkers in the back. That's been his most successful setup. His most successful plays have come with harassing this back door. 5 minerals remaining, and charge lots could flood in. I think Cyan should try and mine out these minerals a little bit. He's not taking the left side bases just yet, but he is taking bases that would eventually belong to TY. Ooh, BCs. Oh, they're going to get trucked by these Tempests. One of them instantly going down. Teleport to the top side. Cyan will be able to move through. Going to be able to get a couple of these tanks. I don't think he can deny that +2 armor. Would be a really nice pickoff if he could. Oh, Tempest going to be able to find the command center on the right side, and they're going to get the Thors as well. Flux Veins also coming on in. We are going to see Hellions running by. No blue flame, though. So they're actually not going to kill stuff very quickly. Stalkers in the main base are still getting work done. Zealots warping in on this backside base. 41 SCVs have fallen in a very short period of time. Cyan saying no to mech, no to Terran, and yes to me in the next round into the closed qualifier. Thors, they're going to do okay against the Tempests. They just don't have the numbers. The Tempests are +2, they're 2-1-1 Tempests, and they're trucking through this planetary. Not enough repair. It's going to go down. That tectonic destabilizers absolutely rips through buildings. And TY is dead. He is going to teleport on top of this. 4 BCs is not enough, though. Oh, the recall. I don't think he needed to. TY just GG's. He is just going to GG out 96 probes to 44. It might seem like a weird GG timing, but it is absolutely not. And Cyan gets the job done against the mech. Very well done. He managed his economy brilliantly. And with that, he makes it into the closed qualifier. And if you enjoyed this series, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. Check out the rest of my YouTube videos, and we'll catch you on the flip side.